Yes, indeed. B March Boxing, man. What a fight, man. What a fight. Post fight results for this fight we just seen right here. Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fenduro at 154 pounds. Winner gets himself a little WBC interim strap. And it will be in line for whomever wins between Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo in the undisputed junior middleweight championship happening next month. Woo, what a fight, man. Now, in the first round, the man, Erickson Lubin, was using his jab and landing them right hooks. You know what I mean? This is a fight right here between two southpaws, you know. Sebastian Fendura is 6'5", y'all. Man is 6'5". You know what I'm saying? And the man Fendura, he was getting caught with some jabs and some right hooks in the first round. I gave round one to Erickson Lubin. Round two, I gave it to the man Fendura, man. Fendura landed a beautiful right uppercut, man. He disguised it so perfectly, right, with his right hand. Three and three, three, three things in motion. I mean, the man threw a right uppercut. He faked the right uppercut. The man Erickson Lubin kind of tilted his head back, basically, anticipating the right uppercut that the man Sebastian Fendura didn't throw. He gestured like he's throwing the right uppercut. Like I said, Lubin moves his head. Then a straight jab comes from the man Sebastian Fendura. Erickson Lubin puts his high guard up and he blocks the right hand jab. But before he could bring back his gloves from his eyes, man, a right uppercut was coming straight up from right under that high guard. He ain't see it. He ain't see it at all. And that joint put his ass on his back seat of his pockets. From the back seat of his pockets, boom, sits on his ass. That's a 10-8 round, y'all. 10-8 round, round two for the man Sebastian Fendura. And after that, man, Sebastian Fendura, man, was doing his thing, because this guy Erickson Lubin, look, he was fighting the man Sebastian Fendura's fight. Sebastian Fendura is 6'7" with almost like a 80-inch reach, but he likes to fight from the outside. I'm sorry, from the inside. You know what I mean? He doesn't use his advantages. Okay, Erickson Lubin wanted to be on some thinking he's Mike Tyson or something. He tried to stay on the inside. Mike Tyson usually fought taller dudes, right? But Mike Tyson could bob his head, had the nice high guard, upper body movement, you know what I'm saying? Dick to the body, left uppercut, left, you know what I mean? Or even lead with the right hand. But this guy, um, what it was really and truly is this man, what's his name? Erickson Lubin really couldn't hurt the man um Fendura like he hurts his other opponents, especially with his right hook. You know what I mean? This is a big 6'5" dude he's fighting. You check it. So at the end of the day, the man Fendura was landing a lot of punches on the inside. You know what I mean? This guy Erickson Lubin was getting battered. You know what I mean? But what's his name? In the seventh round, which was a great round, and the candidate for the right fight of the year, excuse me, round of the year, Erickson Lubin's getting battered. He's getting punished in round seven. Then he lands some punches, man, and he wobbles the man, Sebastian Fendura. Then he's going in with volume punching, throwing punches and bunches. The man, Fendura, just decides to take a knee. He goes down, but you could tell he took a knee. He took a knee, you know what I mean, to basically shake off the cobwebs around that he was dominating. Like I said, around he was dominating, but then the man got clipped with a couple punches and that put him in a little trouble. So he decided to shake it off, go down, take a knee, and shake off the cobwebs. You know what I'm saying? So that was a very interesting adjustment and scenario from the man Erickson. I'm sorry, Fendura. You know what I mean? You know, but at the end of the day, this guy was getting punished, man. He was taking a beating in there because he wasn't using no perpetual movement. Erickson Lubin, that is. Erickson Lubin couldn't master where's the perfect range for him to catch this man and be on some in and out shit. You know what I mean? Rather than landing some punches and just staying there, waiting for the man Fenduro to catch him, you know what I mean? With some punches right back, you know. Earlier tonight, I covered the fight between Tony Harrison and Sergio Garcia. Tony Harrison is a quintessential boxer puncher. You know, he threw his punches and he didn't just stand there in front of the man Sergio Garcia. He was using his check left hooks and all that. Now it's quite hard to use a check right hook from the southpaw stance on a big 6'5" motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's just the truth about it. But you got to mix up your punch variety. Pop, 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 through 2 to 3 punches, your combinations, and then you bounce, you move. You know what I'm saying? You step to the side. You know what I mean? Make the big, tall, 6'5" Fendura have to reset his feet to get back to gather himself to throw punches. And the man didn't do that. The man Lubin didn't do that one bit. You know what I mean? Even his trainer, Kevin Cunningham from St. Louis, you know what I mean? He was telling the man, you know, like, you can't just stand there, just box this guy. You know what I mean? Now, ideally for the shorter guy, you know, he got to get on the inside on the taller guy. You know what I'm saying? So as to use the advantages with the hooks and all that. You know what I mean? Rather than throwing straight punches as a shorter guy. But in this scenario, the taller guy is the one who likes to bang on the inside and close the distance and disregard his advantages and try to fight on the inside. And that's what lured the man Erickson Lubin to come on the inside. He ain't even listened to no instructions from his corner. It's plain to see. I mean, you got to keep it moving, dogs. You can't just stand there with the man Fendora. But with all that said, man face looked like the elephant man. And I was in the 8th round. He was getting battered. When the bell rang for the end of round 8, man, Kevin Cunningham and that man, they threw in the towel. They seen they man looking like the elephant man. You remember in the show Martin, when the man Martin Lawrence or Martin Payne on the show, he fought the man Tommy Hearns. Oh my gosh, that's exactly how the man face looked tonight. You know what I mean? Man face looked like he got stomped on by army boots, not even Timbo's, army boots. This was a man, Erickson Lubin, I'm sorry you had to take that kind of beating, but at the end of the day, I gotta give it up 100% to the man Sebastian Fendora. You know, a lot of people wrote him off. I thought he had a chance, you know what I mean, to win this fight. You know, he didn't look particularly great in his last fight against Sergio Garcia. You know what I mean? He was getting clipped, you know what I mean? And this guy is the kind of guy, the way he fights, he's going to have a short lifespan and a short career. Because yes, he's landing punches, he's overwhelming his opponents, but he's also taking punches too. You know what I mean? To the point where he even, for the first time in his career, he had a knockdown when he voluntarily, at least that's what he said, went down and took a knee. You know what I mean? This guy reminds me of a guy that I was a big fan of back in the late '90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, and the late 2000s. A guy by the name of Guillermo Jones, a guy from Panama. You know what I mean? Yeah, Guillermo Jones. Guillermo Jones was about a 6'5". I think he was, yeah, definitely. He was a 6'5" super middleweight, super welterweight, junior middleweight, just like these guys, 154 pounds. And he fought all the way up to, he was a champion at 154 pounds, and he fought all the way up to cruiserweight. You know what I mean? Just picture that. And he was also a fighter who throws punches and bunches, and is not really a guy who uses his range and keep guys on the outside. But overall, man, I gotta give it up to Fendor. Congratulations to him. Yo, that was actually a great fight for the 8 rounds it went. You know what I mean? And Fendor. Thoughts and comments, and I'm gone. Peace.